laboratory coat and sexy glasses, holding a test tube in her hand and leaning against a makeshift counter. All the paraphernalia of a photo shoot. White umbrella, wires, lights, cameras.
Thanks, Mark. This is not my forte, as you can see. Oh, is that obvious? I have to say, my media training... What? Oh, sorry, was my mouth open? Sorry, go again. My media training didn't stretch to this. It's been mainly displays in mobile vans parked in city centres with beer-swilling youths peering down microscopes at a stem cell beating like a heart, going, cool, yeah, wow, that's a heart, man, whatevers. What? Oh, sorry. Well, and the odd radio interview and Open University, of course. But this being packed, no, haven't done this. What? No, you know, we don't really wear, I don't need to wear a white coat in my lab unless you're actual hands-on researcher time. What? You're joking. Lie on the counter, why? Well, I'm not lying on the counter. Oh, I can just see the headline now. If your brain's short of a cell or two, then Candid is your girl. Tell you what, I'll sit on the counter. How's that? Or, Can did it for me, can she do it for you? See, a model who supplies her own headlines. 2 for 1. Can I take my glasses off now? Because I look better when I don't wear them. All right. Why couldn't they have done a feature like Candida, a scientist relaxes? Pictures outside the Royal Opera House in a Dolce & Gabbana dress and jewellery that needs its own security guard. Now that would have been great. Yes, I suppose you're right. It would have been Vogue, not Hello. All right, keep your hair on. I'm sure Hello is a great magazine to work for. Look, how much longer? No, I'm not bored, Mark. I just have to get across town for a really important meeting. Really important. Change my rest of my life important. No. Well, you keep flashing at the wrong times. No, I'm not. I am not telling you how to do your job. Okay, fine. I'll stop talking. You started it. Wanting to know what I had for breakfast.
Professor Gregory Daniels is head of Department of Cell Biology and Human Anatomy at the University of Wilsden. His office is large, leathery, and gives off an air of genteel shabbiness. He's listening to classical music. Candida rushes in, breathless, flinging bags of stuff on various chairs.
Sorry, Greg. Rush hour traffic was awful. Am I terribly late?
Only half an hour. Shops open late again?
Ho. I can walk past an open shop without entering it, you know.
No, it was just the...
Well, those are about keeping my morale up.
Do I run such a depressing department?
Not at all. Actually, I'm widening the intellectual horizons of my colleagues who think that science has no place for the feminine.
I like the way you dress.
Yeah, well, I don't mean you, I mean the others. I was with a journalist.
Oh. Did you get clearance?
Wasn't that sort of thing? You said go forth and popularise.
Yeah, sure, but there are systems. What were you talking about?
I wasn't exactly talking. Photographs. A photo essay on people in different walks of life. I wore a white coat and glasses.
Thank God for that.
What's wrong with the way I dress anyway?
Nothing. You look great. I think you look great. It's just, people make equations between dress and intellectual abilities, especially the press. I mean, look, the boffin wears Prada. It's not just the press, it's people around here, people you're going to need on your side.
It's my refuge.
Oh, it's not an act of resistance then?
Yes, that too. Without it, I start to crumble.
Tell you what, shall we carry on at the Nag's Head? I've been stuck in this office all day.
Is it going to take long?
Possibly.
Isn't it just a straight yes or no, exact? In fact, Professor Daniels, you clearly led me to believe that it was going to be the former.
I haven't said it isn't.
Well, let's just talk here. I'm playing squash at 8.
Alone?
Oh, look, if it's a yes, we can celebrate with a drink.
Bribery, eh? It's not as simple as that.
Oh, come on, Greg.
You know, it's no longer just up to me. The academic research program acquires lawyers of supervisory oversight every year.
This is groundbreaking stuff, Greg. It's next up from my previous work, and that was cutting edge. Put this university on the map.
Yeah, agreed. It was a very successful piece of research. But I really wish you wouldn't overstate the case. It immediately invites disagreement.
Really? Because as far as I'm aware, no one else has successfully used stem cell therapy to reverse periventricular leukomalacia in mice. Is that correct?
Correct.
It's the most common form of brain injury in premature babies, correct?
Look, you don't have to convince me.
Can you imagine how wonderful it would be if we could reverse that, especially in newborns, when there is still time for new pathways to be established in the brain,
Yes, but-
before the new mother wakes up to it, to what it's like to have a brain-damaged baby?
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Sorry. I'm just saying, it is pretty cutting edge. Wouldn't you agree? So how can you say that I'm overstating the case?
Newborns. That's exactly the problem. Trialing new medical procedures for babies, it's a minefield.
Which is why I want to try it out with adults first.
Look, it was my decision,
I
Canada.
put my heart and soul into that.
Look, I
paper.
know.
We are leading the field
The
here.
university knows that.
So why aren't they pulling their finger out? I need to move on to the next stage. If we can't do this in primates, we'll never be able to move on to human trials.
Look, scientists can't just talk to each other in their cosy little peer-reviewed world. Irritating as it may be, we have got to engage with all of them out there. It's Joe Public that pays the bills.
Oh, money, money, money.
No, it's about impact, impact, impact. The science is sound, the grants committee has agreed with it, the ethics committee is fine with it. But every proposal has to go to the public engagement unit.
Since when?
Well, the unit's been around for a few years. But they've just got a new head. He's been stirring things up, some ex-Maoist.
Oh, a communist fell off the shining path, did he?
You have to present your case to a citizen's jury.
I have to seek validation from them. People who can just about vote for this or that X Factor contestant, who report a man with a loud shirt and black nail polish to their neighbourhood watch.
It's no bad thing, Candida. I know it's frustrating, but research today has got to demonstrate public impact. It's taxpayers' money. They have a right to know what they're doing with it.
They don't. You simply cannot be democratic about something so complicated and technical. It's like those financial fraud cases the jury's simply drowning.
No. These will be people handpicked because they're in some way affected by your research. It'll only add another couple of weeks to the schedule, and the unit's going to set it all up. They're recruiting patients from the local hospital as we speak. All you've got to do is present your case. What's the problem? We're all having to do it. Edict from the MRC, the Vice-Chancellor, and
The moment I tell them that I brought about brain damage in little cute cuddly mice, they won't hear anything I say after that.
But you're also going to tell them that you reversed it.
It won't matter. They hate scientists playing God. It's primeval prejudice.
No, this jury won't be like that. They or their relatives may stand to gain from your research. You'll be surprised they're desperate to try anything. They don't care about health and safety. If you left it to them, they'd dispense with all the animals. They'd beg you to inject them tomorrow.
Yes, but Joe Public can be perverse little so-and-sos. You only have to look at what happened in America with healthcare.
Now look, these are exactly the people you're speaking to through your interviews in the Evening
No,
Standard. or
this is
whatever.
different.
I don't see how.
Well, journalists are an ignorant bunch. I can glide by on generalities. They're more interested in what I wear, whether I raided my ex-husband's wine cellar, distributed his expensive wines up and down our street after I threw him
I
out.
heard there was even a Lafitte 1869,
Right.
which some harassed mother put into her spag ball. I mean, God, it doesn't bear thinking about.
At least I didn't throw out his share certificates.
You can always get copies of those.
Only if he remembers which ones he had. Okay. Am I just presenting the research to these people, or will they have a veto over my work?
Now, you will need their approval.
Greg, please. Isn't there something you can do about this?
Look, if I could, will I put you through
This torture, I don't know. Why not commission someone to write a play about
Now,
it?
that's an inexact science.
Yeah, it's art.
No, look, I mean, it appropriates scientific knowledge and it distorts it. The public is hostile to science as it is. We don't want to be even more against us. We've got a duty
Your
to...
ex-Maoist has really got to you. What's his name?
We've got to develop our cultural and intellectual assets jointly with and for the community.
My arse!
Yeah, I wouldn't put it quite like that.
Look, a bit of PR's fine. Do I actually have to meet them?
Where are your democratic instincts, woman?
Candida.
Oh, look, why does everything have to be so difficult with you?
What happens if this jury doesn't give its informed consent?
Lower impact, lower funding.
Oh, God.
Come on, let's see that flash of steel.
Please, Greg, don't make me beg.
You can do it. I'm sure you can do it.
Very few people can separate their emotions from their intellects. That's what I'm up against.
My hands are tied.
Are you punishing me? Is that it?
For what?
I don't know. Sounding off in the media, not towing the line, blurring the lines between us.
I hadn't noticed.
At least, please, promise me there'll be no religious types. They hate competition with their creator.
Speak to Arturo. He might be open to a bit of fasciculation.
Oh, Arturo. Okay. Now, if I do go down the jury rate, it remains our project, funded by our government. There'll be no big pharma involvement, yes? Yes, Greg? Yes,
Yes.
yes, yes. I will not have my work pay multi-million-pound dividends to some jerk who runs a big pharma company.
I hear Gina Lollobrigida is selling her diamonds to fund stem cell research.
Very funny.
That's true.
I'm not going to let some big pharma take credit for my work. It sticks in my craw.
Mine too.
Good. Then we're agreed.
Candida sits upright in a comfortable, shabby sofa. She talks to someone who we can't see.
Hello, sweetie. Oh, sorry I couldn't come last week. Been rushed off my feet. They said you'd been quite poorly. You look sparky. Look, same shoes. Snap. It's been ages since I've worn trainers. We used to go cross-country running in school. They'd start off being pristine, white. Then they'd go all muddy. I'd sneak them into the washing machine when Mum wasn't looking. She hated being shoes and being mixed up with the clothes. They'd come out all yellow and wrinkled, the shoes, that is. The girl in the shoe shop was mystified when I asked for tennis shoes. Feels strange. I feel really short. The cow who runs the place said that my stilettos were leaving marks on their polished wooden floors. Never heard so much rubbish in all my life. It's a new place, so I wanted to start off on the right foot. You know, didn't want anything that would backfire on you. I've had a rotten old week. There's been another hitch. I was so sure. I was so sure. We were on the brink. There was just one more meeting with my boss standing between me and my work on monkeys, just one step away from human trials. Well, now, would you believe it? Now there's a whole crowd of they won't be able to see beyond the mice. Don't know how you could expect to make us better by harming the little miceys. Remember, Greg? Ah, you see? still make you laugh.
The Nag's Head, a quiet pub.
Oh,
I don't drink whiskey.
oh, I know. These are for me. I'm measuring out my life in shot glasses.
Goodness me, Candida.
I'll get you one
No,
when
I mean, slow down.
After the day I've had, Lord help us.
Indeed.
Where was the fucking jury, Rick?
That's what I'm about to tell you. That's why I've been trying to contact you all morning, but your phone was switched off.
Email?
You were teaching.
I do check between lectures. Finished teaching at 5. Waited around and waited around and waited around and waited around. Then I get a text from you. Come to the Nag's Head. What's going on?
Another drink?
What is going on? Spit it out.
The university is facing a financial crisis.
Oh, so what's new? Oh God, you don't mean they're not going to scrap the whole project?
No.
Thank God for that.
It's just they can't afford the whole recruitment of juries stuff.
Oh, that's what I like to hear. Should I be worried?
Science bits will survive as long as Mr. and Mrs. Blogg stay in support of medical research.
Oh.
It's the arts departments that are in crisis.
Do I care? Do you care?
Well,
It's not like I'm dependent on Tarquin's salary, for God's sake.
that's the point. Not his salary, but his goodwill.
Ah, now that is in short supply.
I know.
What are you on about?
The Pro-Vice-Chancellor wants to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. The drama department is bankrupt. The VC fancies himself as Brecht. He wants to bring in some people from their local community project and to present the issues in a play to an audience who will vote on them.
They can't be serious about democracy if they're using a bunch of lovies as a substitute for a proper jury.
But what do you care? It's going to tick the public engagement box for you, and it's half the cost of recruiting juries through the electoral roll. And it's going to give Tarquin's department a few more months of life.
You're using my project to save his bacon.
And increase our impact
There is
rating.
no way I am working with that man. Watch my lips, not for all the tea in China. Tarquin, good God.
No. Tarquin. Oh, darling Candy. You're looking gorgeous as always. May I,
Please be my guest.
Right. So, hello, Tarquin. Nice to see you. I hope I haven't broken up the tete-a-tete.
No, I was just telling Candida that Arturo had invited you to run a drama workshop for our public engagement
Yes,
work.
so kind of him.
And have you accepted?
Oh, I wouldn't miss it for the world.
I just thought it would be a good idea for us to meet in an informal setting and we could put Tarquin in the picture.
Sure. Remember, I have squash at 8.
Maintaining that lovely figure I see before me.
So, Candida, would you like to fill Tarquin in?
Oh, I think you know enough about our project to be able to talk about it without
For
me sitting
goodness
here.
sake, Candida, stop being so uptight. I've replenished my wine cellar. I've forgiven you.
You've forgiven me, you!
Yes. I was the laughingstock of this little community of ours for a time. Only a fool and his wine, and soon parted, to say nothing of his wife.
I think it's best if you cancel squash today.
The boss has spoken. He must be obeyed.
It's in your best interests.
What he's trying to tell you, darling, is be nice to me. I can be a right devil if rubbed up the wrong way. Though there's nothing wrong with a good rubbing every now and then. So, how can I be of assistance?
I need to move from mouse models to primate models, inducing periventricular leukomalacia and then reversing it.
Look, I'm big enough to let you know that big words no longer impress me.
I have used stem cell therapy to reverse brain damage in mice successfully. I need to move on to primates.
To what end, my dear?
So that I can move on to human trials, of course.
That hasn't really answered my question.
To reverse brain damage in humans.
Brain-damaged humans, of course.
She's been working on it for a very, very long time.
Yes, I know.
Oh, yes, of course, I'm sorry.
I'm still Not sure how I come into the picture.
Well, drama would be a way of engaging the public. We need them on side for any new piece of research.
Drama as propaganda.
No, absolutely not. No, the issues are complex. This is about creating understanding. Well, perhaps Candida can help you get your head around them in the first instance.
Yeah, sure. Us drama types have pretty feeble instincts.
No, that's not what I meant.
You see, I would have to put both sides of the argument. You're aware, I presume, that theatre is a nuanced medium, and it cannot be manipulated to deliver foregone results. Besides, I won't compromise my reputation. Go on, cough it up. Not like you to be a wilting violet.
Violets wilt when the gardener hasn't got green fingers, if I may extend the metaphor.
Ah, you have green fingers, do you? Ah, how very cosy.
Oh, for goodness sake.
What was it you used to say about this green-fingered gardener?
I don't know, but as you were saying, your reputation...
No. We were talking about Greg.
I've no idea what you're talking about.
Ah, let me remind you.
Tarquin, can we just get on? I have things to do.
How Greg loves his onions.
Knows his onions.
Loves his onions. I think you find,
Tarquin.
especially pickled onions with his fish and chips.
Tarquin.
Fridays, dish of the day in the staff canteen just before your regular weekly
So,
supervision.
where are we going with all this?
Just reminiscing. We laughed. Hey, Candida, we were good like that. We laughed till we cried.
Can't
didn't
say
we?
I remember.
Maybe stem cells can help with early onset dementia.
Actually, I believe that may be one of the conditions to benefit from this research.
As I was saying, I have an unblemished reputation for even-handedness.
We're going to need a diverse group of people. Race, gender, age, that sort of thing.
Well, I'll see what I can rustle up.
Even-handedness is all I've ever wanted.
I shan't disappoint you.
Candida is sitting on the same shabby sofa.
Oh, hello, sweetie. Didn't see you come in. I brought you something. Your favourite wild Pacific albacore tuna. Cooked to perfection. Well, cooked how you like it anyway. It's in the fridge. We're screwed. Oh boy, we're screwed. You have no idea what they've gone and done. Someone up there doesn't like me. Us. I shouldn't bring my work here, sorry, but... Now, tell me about your week. Scientists are such a jealous bunch. Probably hate the fact that I'm almost a household name. Who'd have thought that could have happened to me, eh? I didn't set out to be. You know that. To your cost, more than anyone else in the world. That's the job they gave me. Probably thought I'd botch it up. So they want to bring me down, all in the name of democracy and ethics, too uppity for my own good. And guess who's leading the charge of the Light Brigade? Yes, him. Oh, he's in his element. Handed it to him on a plate. Can you see him tapping his paunch as he rehearses his arguments? Bastard. Sorry. Mind you, it's not Greg's fault, poor chap. He's been trying to protect me. God save me from ineffectual protectors. What? Yes, sorry. I'm ranting. Sorry, sweetheart.
Tarquin's rehearsal studio. He's rummaging through a box of props.
His jaw would fall open. I couldn't help it. Sometimes Shakespeare is the only answer. I know you all think I'm crazy. You might think there's nothing quotable to say about town planning, but you would be wrong. Not about town planning per se, but all those petty human jealousies in an office. They couldn't work it out. Me, an Indian, better educated than them, university degree, RADA. In those days, even managers didn't have degrees. There's nothing worse than being managed by a nincompoop who knows the price of everything, you understand, and the value of...
Hey, Darren! Happy birthday! Fancy coming here on such a special birthday.
It was last week. You won't let me take the badge off.
Mum, can't get it badge.
Yeah, all right, give us a minute.
Hello, Pete. Hello, Darren.
Oh, Jess!
Hello, everybody.
All right, Sonny lad. Remember what your physio said. Keep calm. If you can't, kick your dog.
What?
Here's a minute, lad.
Sorry.
All right, Darren.
And where's my kiss?
My kisses are for Darren alone.
Okay, guys and girls, settle down. I have got some exciting news.
Oh.
We've been asked to perform at the National.
Better than that? Oh, only 10 minutes late today, Adam. Well done.
Some of us have deadlines, you know.
Deadlines. Oh, writing's way better than that.
Ha bloody ha.
We are in the money.
Wow!
Wow!
Man! No, really, I've been having sleepless nights, wondering where I'll take Darren if this place shuts down. Cake? All right, yes, all right.
Yes,
Jess, he wants to have some of his birthday cake.
Okay. Look, it's not that much money, but it will keep us going for a few more weeks, yes?
Yay, does that mean we get to do my play?
Maybe, but look, first we have to do a bit of forum theatre for a specifically invited audience. The ethics of new scientific developments.
But you promised to do my play next.
I'm sorry, but the money's attached to the ethics play, Adam.
There's always a catch, isn't there? For I can raise no money by vile means. Julius Caesar,
Yeah, our bread needs to be buttered, Arun.
My plays are too bloody cutting edge for you lot, is that it?
You said it, Adam.
Do you have a Ricky Gervais in the office type of short play?
No, not really my style. Why?
Well, I'm running some HR training for managers next week, and they always moan and groan when they have to stand up and do role plays. So if you had something to do with worker-manager relations, we could have done a read-through instead.
Sell my art to keep some workers in their place. No thanks.
Aw, we don't even pay, but you get a read-through. I'd ask for special permission to let you sit in.
You're taking the piss again, Jess.
Lovely. Look, all right, can you sort out your private deals outside these sessions, please? As I was saying, the ethics of new scientific developments.
Well, what kind of science is it anyway? I can't deal with black holes, relativity, and all that shit.
Science could be such fun, Adam, especially biology and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, if I hadn't been accepted for business studies, then that would be my first
I
option.
came here to find drama, ambiguity, nuance, poetry, not facts.
And fame?
That's not my game.
Fine. If there's any poetry to be found in science, I'm sure you bright young things will find it.
Yeah.
I don't find any professional science at all.
You speak properly, why can't you? Repeat after me, lad. All got straight ears for triple science in school.
Look, I'm not a speech therapist, Pete. Now, come on.
Dad!
He wants to be an actor.
And why not? I could give Darren his first job when we do our role play on inclusion and disability.
Okay. As we're all here now, look, let's begin. I've got a scenario for all of you, but first some warm-ups, make us nice and ready by the time the science lady turns up. All right, everybody on your feet and in a circle, please. Yeah, come on, Pete, come and join in. Okay, each person, I'll show you. See what everybody takes over from the other, the same note at which the last one finishes, okay?
This takes me back to...
Yeah, they okay. And just yes, good. Deep from the center, and again, please. Deep from the center. Sorry. Oh, my back. I'm sorry. We were oh God. We were just doing some warm-up exercises.
Is that what they're called now?
Right, guys, gather round, please. Sit down. Get some chairs. This is the science lady that we've been expecting.
Science lady.
Yes.
Yes, thank you. I am Dr. Candida Alsop, a geneticist, working at the molecular level in the Department of Cell Biology and Human Anatomy, University of Willesden.
Wow.
You lost me at all, stop.
Impressive, isn't it? Now, Candida, may we call you Candida?
No.
Yes, thank you. would you be so kind to tell us all a little bit about your project? And as none of us are technically minded, if you could keep it, well, as simple as possible.
Of course. Our Pro-Vice-Chancellor wants all research to engage with the community. It's part of the new government policy of having impact, being relevant, that kind of thing.
Who would have thought it? Little old us being consulted.
And what better way to deliver relevance than through the theatre?
Quite.
Nobody's ever asked for my opinion before.
Me neither.
Please, continue.
I am working at the very frontiers of science. Stem cell research. Should I explain what a cell is? I wouldn't like to patronise anyone.
Anybody? No, please, yeah, be my guest.
I know what it is. It's the smallest piece our bodies are divided into.
Good, yeah, not quite the smallest piece. Tupman, could you please get me a flip chart?
Well,
I
we
can't-
try to keep the classroom out of here.
Yeah, but that's all very well, but I'd really like to get them in the right frame of mind, objective, not clouded by emotion.
Oh,
And
it is possible to think with the heart, you know.
only in the sense that if your heart stopped working, your brain would be starved of oxygen and you would be dead.
There's a kind of knowing that goes beyond logic and rationality.
Bravo, Aruna. Haven't I brought them up well?
We can tune into a hidden reality through feeling it.
Okay. It's the feeling it bit that I would like to drop. I'm going to talk about the other kind of reality, the one we access through our senses and process with our brains.
That's not how we work here, Canada.
Evidently. I can't quite imagine doing anything without the brain being involved.
All right. Literally speaking, yes, you're right. Look, just give us the brain dump, and I'll take over from there. Hmm?
Okay, right. Well, imagine this grape is a cell. Each cell has a nucleus. The nucleus is packed with all our genetic material, about 40,000 genes or so. The pit inside is like these are seedless, great. Each gene is a different combination of the letters A, C, G, T. For example, a person with the combination AAA, CC, GT, GG, TTTT may have green eyes, while somebody with the combination AAA, CC, GG, TTAAA may have blue eyes. Ah, it's the language of life.
I like that. That's quite poetic.
Is it? Thank you.
Well, I mean, when you talk about genes as if they were merely letters of the alphabet, are you saying that a human life is all about correct spelling?
In a manner of speaking, yes.
Cool.
Does that mean he's been spelt backwards?
Dad!
Well, in his case, it may not be genetic at all. Did you have a difficult birth, Darren?
I don't remember.
The wife was on her own. I was in Iraq. First time round, like.
Was the cord around his neck?
Hello? I'm still here.
They didn't tell us much, like.
Well, whatever it was, it's highly likely that his brain cells were starved of oxygen and damaged in the process. And that takes us straight to the heart of the matter. That's my work. I'm trying to reverse brain damage.
I'm not damaged.
You've got my vote, lass.
At my place, you don't have a phone. And she's never done to get mine.
Darren, you've got to have an open mind.
Yeah, but designer baby.
Darren, this is not about designer babies. I'm not working on human germline genetic modification. I am working on... Oh,
Good riddance to reason.
no, it is not good riddance to cripples. You don't understand. You see why it's important to clear out the emotions.
That's not necessarily an emotional response. There's some truth to that.
Excuse me, I want to eliminate disability, not disabled people.
Same difference.
No, there is a difference.
Explain it then.
I am not messing about with genes in the embryo. That is, we are not implanting embryos that have been genetically manipulated to be free of disease. So I'm not stopping disabled people being born.
But once they are born,
Yes, and at the other end of life, stopping people dying horrible deaths. What's wrong with that?
But I bet it's cheaper to simply sort it all out before the baby is born. It's all about money, isn't it? A day will
Let's
come.
stick with today. I'm working on stem cells which can be made to mimic parts of the body in the laboratory and then transferred into an adult to replace their damaged or diseased cells. You've all heard about bone marrow transplants, yes?
Oh, I
In fact, we think of the donors as heroes, don't we? Saving others from leukemia. Well, bone marrow contains stem cells, but you don't give it another thought, do you?
it's a slippery slope.
You're very slippery. Who decides what's normal and what's got to be blitzed out of existence?
Well, some of it's very obvious.
Is it though?
Well, isn't that where you guys come in? I mean, the gatekeepers, you who exercise your democratic right to stop us scientists riding high on our egos.
Only when we get the whole truth.
Yes, sir, nothing but the truth. That's why I'm here. Look, here's another example. Take the man who had his sight restored to him after 40 odd years. Can you imagine that?
Cool.
Imagine what it would be like to see the Sistine Chapel in all its glory.
That didn't heal himself 2 years after his op.
No, he didn't.
He did.
No, he didn't. No, this is not the one who killed himself.
Yeah, I read about that guy too, Darren. Couldn't take it, could he? Not being able to see. I mean, he couldn't handle the light after all those years.
You know, laddie, not being able to see, that's terrible. You can't blame the doctor for trying to make it better.
But since there's no everything does.
Calm down, Darren.
All right. I think that's probably enough of a brain dump. Yes, okay. Now let's just get back into our space and release any build-up of negative emotions. Now, in pairs now, please, keeping your distance from each other. Jess, you come here with them.
I'm fine here. Aruna, you know what to do. You go.
All right.
Here the play's the thing, wherein we'll catch the conscience of the king. And the I'm sorry. That's how I survived all those years in town planning, reciting the bard.
Take some swords.
I'll take the science, laddie.
No, I'm afraid she's only here as an observer. All right.
Why do I always end up with Dad?
Right. This one is called the boxing match, so without touching one another, one person must beat the shit out of the other must react to the blows, and then we change places, all right? Fiona, and we go... Okay, good guys, get the idea, change places after a minute or so, and on we go, all right?
How is this going to help?
Candida, I work in mysterious ways. All right. Okay, all change now, please, and now to the lover's variation. Yes, all right, still keeping your distance. Just imagine how deep that love is. The love that follows hate. The two greatest emotions human beings are capable of. Gestures of tenderness caressing every part of the body.
My work is done here. Do watch the back.
She was quite something.
She was all right.
Too cut and dried for my liking. Bit like my boss, you know, the one
The
you...
town planner, yes, you told us.
Oh, well, what we have to do for money. Hey,
What are we going to do?
worry not. I have a plan. Adam, can we have a chat?
Ooh, teacher's pet.
Do we have a particular line?
I'm not going to sell my soul.
Yeah, I'm not going to sell my soul either.
We don't have to give her work our seal of approval.
It's not up to us, though, is it? It's up to the audience.
But think about it. Who's presenting the issues to them? Hey?
Ladies and gentlemen, the interval. We start again in 15 minutes.